with hard drives with video clips of respondents who do not know that they're on your hard drives. It happens. There is no stopping it. There is no way to actually manage that. It's all about transparency. And what I mean by transparency, I mean the solution is all about transparency. Is allowing participants to see who and for what reason is using their content. And that's something that we've just recently put into place. This is not exclusivity. I'm inviting everybody to follow this same feature that we've added. The way I see transparency is it's about ethics and being ethical, whereas informed consent is legal box ticking in my view. And it's about preventing things like, well, allowing for things like mission creep. So that if, forgive me, I've run out of time. So that if somebody decides they want to use the content from 6 months ago in a presentation to a bunch of clients, retail clients, something completely different, they can actually, on downloading that video clip, will send a message to the respondent asking their permission automatically. That's the feature that we've built. It's really easy to do, and it creates the level of transparency that has never been possible before. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President. Okay, my name is Mark Michelson, and with the MMRA. We were invited to help update the guidelines right as we formed this year. And when we started tackling into the guidelines, I'm just going to talk a little bit about that. There were so many facets that needed to be addressed, and being a qualitative researcher myself, it was a real pleasure to see that there was some attention being given to things like photos and videos, as we just saw from CMAC's presentation. Our good friend Kristen Luck presented this slide at our conference here in Amsterdam in April. And OMG, online tracking data, metadata and photos, geolocation. These kinds of things, wandering device IDs, too complex privacy policies and fees for SMS and data streaming, these things were not included in the guidelines from last year because they really weren't even being addressed. And frankly, we just now are starting to grapple with some of these issues of tracking, of photos, of video, and having a device that costs someone money if we also are trying to understand their behaviors through those devices. So just starting with the point that it's very complex, and it's going to get more complex as we go down the pike. So one of the goals is to try to actually simplify all this stuff so that not only companies will know what's going on, but also participants. So our next step for the guidelines is to create